Hey everybody, welcome back.
Today we are taking a look at the Friends set, The Apartments. Of course, this is based off of Chandler and Joey's apartment as well as Monica and Rachel's apartment from the classic sitcom Friends.
You can see we've got all of the minifigures on the bottom of the box here. We've got Rachel, Ross, Joey, Chandler, Monica, Phoebe, and also Janice. On the bottom left side of the box here, you can see it's an 18 plus style set. 10292 is the set number. Comes with 2,048 pieces.
Taking a look at the back of the box now, we have a few photos of some scenes that you can recreate using the set. Of course, there's the gang just hanging out in Monica's apartment. There is the removable Barkin loungers, of course, in Joey and Chandler's. Then a Thanksgiving scene with the turkey. There's Phoebe's dollhouse, which is on fire. And then Chandler and Rachel eating the cheesecake off the hallway floor, and Joey with a spoon. And then, of course, the iconic poking stick on the balcony.
Got a really nice looking instruction manual here that's all black, that 18 plus style. It's got the minifigures on the front there, and then of course the iconic Friends logo, the television series. QR code there, you can scan that to get your digital instructions. Some images of the set and also of the actual TV show. Here we got Chandler and Joey's apartment, then we have Monica and Rachel's apartment featured on this page here. Got some classic stuff there, like the frame for the peephole. Some other scenes that can be created throughout the set. You can also meet the designer, and there's actually a breakdown of the minifigures. So it shows you what episodes these minifigures are featured from. So you can see Ross there, Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Joey, Janice, and also Chandler. There's a nice write-up there showing you which episodes they can be found in. A fairly simple build, only one manual. That surprised me. We thought there was going to be two, so you could build it as a tandem. You can see bags 1 through 5 build the boys' apartment, 7 builds the hallway, and then 8 through 15 builds Rachel's apartment. And then they conjoin and look fabulous.
Starting off on the left here, we have Janice in her leopard print and gold pants with her purple purse. That huge hair is just awesome. Then up next is Joey, and he is wearing all of Chandler's clothes. He's got his classic Joey Tribbiani face. This guy is awesome. He's for sure the best minifigure of the build.
How you doing?
Oh yeah. Chandler up next. He's got that cute little smile. And then Phoebe is in her tracksuit, and she has a paintbrush. Rachel, I think this is an iconic outfit from the show. Up next is Monica. She's got a whisk, of course. And then Ross in the leather pants. They're too tight. His shirt is coming out. And some powder, which he used to take the pants off.
Another cool thing about these iconic minifigures is they all have alternate faces, and you can see those right here. In addition to their alternate faces, their torso pieces are also printed on the front and the back. So as you can see, these two apartments can be displayed individually or conjoined by the hallway right here. On the left side we have Joey and Chandler's, and on the right side we have Rachel and Monica's. The main door right there on Joey and Chandler's, and right here on Monica and Rachel's, will just conjoin with this hallway. You'll see the 2 slots on the bottom there. Just like that there, there's actually no studs holding the 3 pieces together. You'll see there's 4 large lights, 2 over each apartment, because this set actually represents the filming studio. Let's start by taking a closer look at Joey and Chandler's.
First up in the boys' apartment is the door, and of course this has the whiteboard. Fun fact, in every episode of the Friends series, this whiteboard would have a new image on it. So actually we've got 3 different stickers to choose from. We went with the out for coffee one, essentially, signifying that they're at Central Perk. Then in the kitchen, really awesome here is the milk carton. If you're familiar with the show, this is actually supposed to be a jug of milk. There is a ticket stub there on the counter. Some really cool elements for the cabinets. A really basic kitchen build. Not a whole lot of technique used, except for the cupboards, which are pretty cool. Then towards the bathroom, there is the racket on the doorknob.
We got a print piece right here for the dartboard, and also a nice sticker element there with the kangaroo boxing. And right here we've got a nice brick-built yellow couch, and behind that we've got some simple but pretty cool curtains.
And then, of course, Pat the dog, who is on some roller skates, and a pizza box, because, of course, this is Joey and Chandler's.
And I think the best thing is the recliners, right? So they actually are conjoined, and they will recline at the same time to represent that iconic scene with the Barkley Loungers. We've got right here a TV cabinet with a sticker element on it, and look who's on TV.
It's Dr. Drake Ramore.
Yeah, really cool build there actually for the cabinet. Really enjoyed that. And this Barkley Lounger area rug will come out just like the panel in Central Perk. So you can actually just pull this right out just like that there. It's a solid unit, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, we also get this canoe right here. And it's got what in it, Jose?
This is the chick, or chicken, as it now is. And of course, it's in the canoe because the duck on the counter can swim and the chick cannot.
And then I think we almost saved the best for last here. We've got a foosball table, and just in behind that we've got their bulletin board. The exterior of the build is pretty simple. Nothing too crazy going on here. Obviously this represents a studio, so all the details are packed. Inside, I do like Joey and Chandler's, but personally I think the better build of the two was Rachel and Monica's. But first off, let's have a look at the conjoining hallway here, which has cheesecake. And as you can see, some blinds are also sticker elements on the glass panels there. And when you do conjoin them like so, it actually looks like a staircase. So hypothetically, the stairs would be right back there. The exterior of this one is actually much better. We have the balcony with an angled window here, and this window is pretty cool. It's just on some hinge bricks there, and there's 12 of those black windows. A pretty neat looking fire escape here as well. You can see there's some black hot dogs there to create a rounded railing, and then we've got a poker stick here. And also a cat. And it's well decorated with some windows on the side there as well, and also great use of a bunch of different masonry bricks, a nice combination. Other than that, the exterior is pretty plain Jane, but then we have a look at the interior, and it's pretty amazing. Let's start right here in their little seating area, which once again is a module in itself, and it can come off. So we've got Phoebe, Rachel, and then Ross right there. A nice brick-built couch, and also armchair with a red and tan pillow. Got some sports on the telly.
The sticker also reads Go Sports, which is pretty funny because that is for sure a line in the show. The couch over here is actually pretty cool. The way that they have the pillow set up was a very interesting technique.
Yeah, they actually use the trans-clear pieces that you see in the superhero CMFs, the DC ones, where they have like Superman flying. They use those pieces there to have the cushions or pillows at that sort of odd angle there, which is nice. Another little module section is this one right here. There's a little desk there just inside the window that will pop out as well. I really like the curtains on the angled window there as well. And you'll see this little green door right here. That's actually the closet. And what's interesting is I never knew there was an actual closet in there with some stuff jam-packed inside of it. And these are the little builds that you can put inside. So just some basic builds, and this little headpiece here can actually be stuck into that closet there, which looks like it's about a stud and a half of room. So with some strategic placements, you can actually get that closet jam-packed. It is a little bit tight to get your fingers in there, but actually it's easier to pop the panel off that's on the exterior, which is just like a solid 4x6 window panel. Also right here you'll see the painting. Jose, you know what this painting's about?
This is Gladys. This is Phoebe's painting. She pops right off of the canvas. And actually what's really cool is the face is actually kind of faded, so it's not super bold. This is quite the piece. It is quite funny, actually.
Yeah, and he actually put a little stud underneath her hair there. You can see her hair is actually one stud off the top of her head. And she's just framed using some cheese wedges. And behind that, we've got Phoebe's dollhouse here, which is on fire. And then we've got the kitchen table with the mismatched chairs, along with the large turkey, box of pizza there, a print element on the wall, and something iconic right here.
So, of course, this is the framed peephole over their door. You know, it would have been really cool if this had been a printed piece, but it is a sticker.
So that's pretty iconic. And you know what? Jose actually has a frame upstairs that has that, just that frame with some purple paper in it, don't you, Jose, to represent that peephole?
Sure do.
Yeah. So you've got the kitchen here, some frying pans on the wall there in gold. And you know what? This kitchen is actually pretty legendary. It's hard to get in there and see all the details, but there's a really nice sink there, which is just a really unique build. And then where you see that frying pan on top of the stove, there's some chrome elements on the side of the oven, and it just frames that oven quite nicely. You've got a juice carton there on the counter. The sink's at a beautiful angle too, and you've got a nice brick-built window just above that, along with some brick-built cupboards above the fridge there. The angle that they're able to achieve with the sink is pretty interesting. You just put it on one of those 4x4 square plates with like the track for the rotating circular piece. Don't know what the exact name of it is, but it's quite nice. And then we've got a center wall here as well, just sort of framing the kitchen, like the little arches there. Anything else we missed there, Jose?
Behind the dollhouse, actually, is the cool little bookcase. They sort of have books on an angle. And, of course, another pizza box, because it's the gang, right? And also, just behind Phoebe here, Monica is legendary for keeping a notepad by her phone. There's no phone, oddly enough, but there is a notepad.
Yeah, so there we have our review of the f.r.i.e.n.d.s apartment set that came out here in May of 2021. It's a pretty sweet set. It's going to pair up beautifully with the Central Perk set, obviously. And you know what? You could build some sort of crazy mock using this set and the Central Perk set. And you know what? I don't know if you mentioned the cheesecake there, but it is there.
It isn't a very impressive cheesecake splatter, but it is there, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Of course, that's when Chandler and Rachel are eating the cheesecake and drop it. And of course, there's a spoon to represent the spoon that Joey pulls out of his pocket.
Yeah, and there we go. You saw those go together there. And that's our review. Thank you guys so much for popping by today. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out here on our YouTube channel.
Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you soon.
Farewell.